Hey everyone, my name is Andreas and today I'm setting up an air dryer for my powder coating system. I stopped at Harbor Freight's, one of my favorite stores, and ended up getting an air dryer and filter, a pressure regulator, a few attachments, a hose, and an intermediate filter as recommended in the initial setup. The goal of this is so that I can basically powder coat in a professional setting without getting any sort of clumps. So the recommendations that I've researched online are properly dry your air, filter it, and then use a very high quality dry hose dedicated to powder coating. And that's what I'm just going to do today. I got an air compressor, but I need to make it somewhat portable so that way I can take it to and from storage, job sites, or whatever I want. And this is going to be the perfect setup. So let me show you what I've got and how we're going to make an air filter system for the powder coating setup. The first intention that I had was to make it portable. So I've got this air hose and a couple air adapters on here that I'm going to be installing. So this will go into the air compressor, and this, with an adapter, will go into the first of the intermediate air filters. So I'm going to start with my air filter. I'm going to go through the desiccant and dryer, and then I'm going to go through the pressure regulator. I got these 2-inch nipples that are going to mount between each of these different filters. So let's go ahead and open these up and start the build. Here's the initial setup that I've got. We're starting with the intermediate air filter. We're going through our dryer, and then we're coming out through our pressure regulator. So this then will have one of our quick connect adapters here at the end. So now I'll be able to connect my hose and connect it in as needed. So this will be more or less portable. I'm going to determine whether or not I want to put a mounting bracket on here so I can carry it with me. So now that I've got the initial setup that I'm very happy with, let me go put it on a time lapse, and I'm going to put the plumber's tape on here, and then we're going to tighten everything down. So let's get started with that. And there you have it. I've got the entire air filter system set up. It's somewhat portable, so you can take it with you. I will put this end into the air compressor. I'll show you what that looks like here momentarily. And then I've got a quick connect and quick release, so that way we can attach any other air hoses that may need to be filtered with air, and all of our tools should be safe, and we shouldn't have any clumping in our powder coating system. So let's go ahead and take a look at what this looks like plugged into the air compressor. Here's the air compressor that I have stationed in its home. I've already connected it with a quick connect and quick disconnect fitting. So if I disconnect the current air hose setup that I have right here, we will call this the unfiltered air hose reel. I can now take the air filter, plug it right in to our existing quick connect, and that can set right there. So now I've got a full setup for clean air to be used with the powder coating gun that I have hidden back here. I'd recommend that you make a setup similar to this. You can spend a lot more money, you can spend a lot less money, but get a setup similar to this if you're doing anything related to powder coating or need filtered air and dry air in any of your applications. If you found this video helpful, leave a comment below. Let me know what you'd do different. Otherwise, enjoy and happy powder coating.